In today's episode, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to install an outlet in your water tank, so stay tuned. All right, guys, welcome to the channel. As you can see behind me, I have a 500-gallon poly tank, and the issue here is we got a water inlet up there, and nowhere in the tank, in the bottom of the tank, do we have one of those outlets. And what we're installing today is actually this bulkhead right here. That is what a bulkhead is. It looks like this. You can get these at Lowe's, at Ace, at Tractor Supply. This right here is one that is 1.25 inches wide. There are different sizes, and this is really going to depend on the size of your tank and also what you're using it for. Like I said, this is a big boy tank. This is a 500-gallon tank, so we're using a pretty big bulkhead. And again, the bulkhead is what creates that outlet for you. Now, when you get this, it comes in 3 parts. It has your part that is going to go inside the tank, and then there's a gasket. This gasket is very important. This has got to go inside of the tank, not on the outside. This is what's going to go. This is basically the screw that the screw nut, or whatever you want to call it, that holds everything together. And I'm going to show you guys exactly how to install this. Now, for this, we're going to need a couple of things. We're going to need a measuring tape, a trusty pencil right here. We need a drill. Now, this drill bit right here, guys, this is just a DeWalt drill, but this drill bit right here came in a set, and the set was, I want to say it was like 30 bucks. I bought it at Lowe's. And if you see here with my bulkhead, okay, so you guys see the bulkhead right there, the part that we have to drill, you see that right there? It's almost an identical match, and you can't, of course, you're not going to be able to tell this on video. This drill bit here is a smidge, but like a smidge bigger than this. Now, you have to pay attention. You don't want to drill a hole that's, you know, as big as this, because then the whole thing's going to go through. You just want to drill a hole through that right there. So you see that right there? We're going to drill a hole. So this part right here, the threaded part, goes right through our tank. All right. So, and then also I have a pole. Now, this is just a pole that I had around the shop. I'm going to show you guys here, you know, at the halfway point exactly what you're going to use this for. But for now, let me show you how we're going to measure this. Now, I just happen to be putting my outlet right here in this part right here. Every tank's different, guys. You might have a square tank, a round tank, but the process, it does not matter. You might have a smaller tank. This is a 500-gallon. This is a big boy. But it doesn't matter what kind of tank you have. The process here that we're talking about is going to be identical. So what I want to do is I just want to find the center here where I'm putting this bulkhead, okay? This water outlet. Now, this right here is 11 inches. So the halfway point of 11 inches is 5.5 inches. So we're just going to put a little line right here at 5.5. Right. Here's 5.5 is right there. So we just know that we want our bulkhead in the middle here. And here's the other thing that's very important for you guys to know. This is the only part that we're going to see outside of the tank, this washer, right? So it's very important for you to drill. So you're about 1 inch would be too much, about 3/4 of an inch, you know, above the bottom of the tank right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure this out, because I already know that the center's right there. I see of course, you guys on camera are not going to be able to see this, but I see my little pencil mark right there. That's the center of the tank right there. And then I want to measure this out. Oh, that's perfect right there. I want to measure this out where I am 3/4 of an inch above right there. So you see right there where I put that mark? That's 3/4 of an inch above the bottom of the tank. I don't want this to sit too low, because I might make my hole too low, and then the bulkhead won't fit on there properly, and you're going to have leaks, okay? And I don't want to go too high, because then it won't be able to get all the water that I'm putting in this tank. And I'm trying to get as much water as possible. So the bottom line is, Now I know exactly where I need to drill. I know that's going to be the bottom right there. I know the center. I can see the center line right here. So I know that my drill mark's got to be right there. And I put a little pencil mark right there, guys. That's exactly how I figured out where I'm going to drill. And again, it doesn't matter what kind of tank you have. You just need to make sure that you're about 3/4 of an inch above the tank, the area where you're going to be drilling, okay? So the bottom of your tank. Now, we already figured out exactly where our bulkhead's going to go. So now what we're going to do is, we got this guy right here. And, you know, if you can tell here on camera, this has a little drill bit right here. So where I put this mark right here, this hole, that's where I want my drill bit to hit, right there. And guys, I mean, I am exactly right on it. And then with a little bit of force, I just want to start drilling. Just like so. I don't have to put too much force. Just let you see that it's already cutting into it. It's just the friction alone is going to melt, is going to cut right through this. Just like so. It's essentially just melting the plastic right off. And just like that, I'm through. Look at that. You guys see the little top there? Now, here's the part you guys really, really need to pay attention. Now, obviously, the inlet up there is way, way too small for a human to get inside that tank. So how are we going to be able to put this piece? Because you guys remember from this right here, we got to put this from inside the tank, and this thread's got to go through the hole there. The way that you're going to do this, and that is what this pole is for, we're going to go up here. We're going to put this inside of our tank like so. So to the point where this yellow part is right here. And then from the top of the tank, we're just going to drop it like that. You see that? All the way, and it's going to guide itself all the way to the hole. And then we'll be able to, you know, use our finger here to manipulate it and get it. And so we can put our washer on there, our banjo washer, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get this done. And I'm gonna show you guys exactly what we're gonna do in the end and what I recommend for you guys at home as well. Here we go. So again, all I'm doing right here is I'm putting this in here, like so. You guys see that? I don't know if you can see on camera, but I can already see that I have the whatchamacallit right here through the hole. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna drop this in place, like so, and it's already in there. Now I can go down here and grab it, like so. Guys, quick announcement. I've created a digital product called Mr. Bubbles Business in a Box. Check this out. Okay, so the Mr. Bubbles Business in a Box is actually a thumb drive that we're going to send to you guys to your physical address. And when you get this thumb drive, you're going to see a folder that's called Box in it. And then when you open it, you're going to see all of these files right here, guys, all of these folders. And guys, this thing has over 500 files, anything and everything I've ever created from my business. So all of the blueprints, training modules, documents, all of the things that you guys constantly email me about, you know, your pricing PDF, your for example, you know, your marketing blueprints, anything that you could need for your business is in here. That's why we call it a business in a box. One of the things that I really like about this is, guys, check out all of these pictures. So you have a total of 300 before and after pictures that you guys can add to your website and your Facebook and your Google My Business. And check this out. So there's a folder called Google SEO. And the pictures already have the SEO words in them. And this one photo right here has over 300. This specific folder has 190 pictures, but all in all, it's over 300 pictures. Look at some of these pictures, guys. Amazing before and afters pictures for you guys to be able to add to all of your social medias and whatnot. This is going to help you get a lot of customers. And of course, your edible postcards are on here. And then finally, you got training videos on here as well, guys. Like, for example, the video on how to optimize your Google My Business, the Mr. Bubbles. You got several videos. So they're like training modules. You got all the PDFs. The bottom line, guys, is this. This is going to help you with your business. So don't miss out. Make sure that you email us so you can get your business in a box today. In order to get your business in a box, you just got to hit the link in the description of this video. And I say this all the time on the channel, guys. The more you know, the more you grow. That's how come I decided to create this business in a box, because it has everything in there you need to be able to grow your business. And I really believe that this is going to be a game changer for you. Guys, you do not want to miss out on this one. And just like that, guys, and just like that, took me a couple of seconds there, but once I reached my finger through, I was able to hook it in the back and just push it through. And you can see right there, the thread is coming through nice. And I mean, the gap between that thread and that hole is, we're talking, I don't know, less than 1 millimeter. I mean, it is super tight. You guys saw in here, look. I mean, there's nothing there. And remember, that gasket that I showed you guys, that's got to be inside the tank because it creates an air gap, okay? So now we're going to take our banjo washer, and then, you know, you guys won't be able to see this on here, but it shows you the arrow here exactly where to tighten, and it's telling me I got to tighten that way. So just like that, I'm going to go like that, and I'm going to tighten it. You see that right there? It's already getting pretty tight on me. Just like that. That's as far as I can go. And then I'll use like a wrench to tighten it up a little bit. But that's 100% ready to go. Now, here's the tip that I'm going to give you guys. It's going to be relative to what you're using. I dropped something here. It's going to be relative to what you're using your tank for. In my case here, what I'm using this for is we're going to connect this to a pressure washer. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect this T, because part of this T is going to go to my pressure washer. So for example, in my case here, I would install this T here so I can run my pressure washer. But for you guys watching at home, I would say the vast majority of you watching this video, you're going to want to connect something like this. And this is a 1 1/4, because that thread down there is 1 1/4 to a 3/4 barb, hose barb. So for example, if I connect this to here, like so, now I can connect a water hose to that so I can irrigate. Or, you know, if I had a transfer pump, for example, I could connect this hose right here, hose barb, put like a 5-foot hose connected to a pump, and then I could use that pump to irrigate my garden or, you know, do whatever with it. But the bottom line is, that's exactly what you would do, and that's the part that you would need right there. I'm going to show you guys again. It's a 1 1/4, 1 1/4 thread with a 3/4 inch hose barb. Most likely, the vast majority of you guys, that's what you're going to be using it for, you know, storing rainwater, or a transfer tank where you're transferring, you know, water from one place to another. But there you have it, guys. That's exactly how you do it. And by the way, you know, I love connecting with you guys. If you have any questions at all about what you saw on video here, man, you can either drop a comment. I answer all of the comments. Also, you can send me email, and I do respond to all of my emails. But anyway, thanks for watching this one. Guys, I'll catch you on the next one.